One of our favorite people, Lynda Kiejko, was testifying, and she got into it a little bit with one of our favorite people as well, MP Pam Damoff.
No.
Yeah, it happened.
No way.
Yeah, well,
Pam
we can
Damoff?
describe it real quick, and then I'll actually show the video. So why don't you know what, let's show the video first,
Okay.
and we'll come back and make a couple of comments.
All right.
I have teammates that I train with all the time who have not made the Olympic level yet, but yet you're going to restrict their equipment to say that they can never achieve? That makes no sense. It's like telling soccer players that you want to be a soccer player, but you have to be an Olympic soccer player before you can actually have a ball. That's what they're saying.
Not. I mean, gun ranges are still allowed to import, buy, and sell, import and buy pistols as well. But I think, at some point, we as a society need to decide which is more important. And with all and I do commend you for representing your country, and I thank you for doing that. But we also need to look at, as a society, whether handguns are something that we want to see continue to proliferate in our country, and make the decision that you will still have the ability to use them, Ms. Kiejko, but our government has determined that we would like to see a handgun freeze, and that is supported by the vast majority of Canadians from coast to coast to coast. So I think, anyway, I'll leave it there because I do want to ask a question to our other witness.
All right. Well, there's Pam lecturing Lynda Kiejko on there's no place in this country for you or people like you, basically.
Yeah, I know you're an Olympic champion and you represent Canada on the world stage, but you are not welcome in our society.
Yeah,
that's basically like what?
We're going to extinguish any chance of people like you ever appearing again.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I don't really know where she comes off. It was bad enough last week when she was rude to legendary Canadian hunter Jim Shockey. And now she's sitting there with an Olympic athlete and just talking down to her like she's, some gangbanger from the streets of Toronto or something. I don't understand it. But Lynda held her own. And she's a fierce little thing. I mean, she's a tiny little woman. She's a mom of 3. She's an engineer, highly educated, very smart. And at the end of the day, in Bill C-21, there actually is an exemption for her. So she's not there advocating on behalf of herself or the Olympic team for an exemption because they've already got it. She's like, no, that's not good enough. I want an exemption for everybody, because how will there be a future to our sport? People aren't born Olympic athletes. Like, it takes years and years of training and everything. So if they can't get into that, then the Olympics will basically die with her in Olympic shooting. So, yeah, I really appreciate that because it speaks to her integrity as a person and as a member of our community.
Yeah, so we see a lot.
You don't stand up for your own ability to own and use firearms. Who will? Join the CCFR or donate right now at www.firearmrights.ca.